Hi Aries, welcome into your weekly reading. I kind of am doing your readings back to back weekly. Mainly because I'm traveling all through August, and I will not be back until September after Labor Day weekend, the holiday in the United States. So after September 5th or so, I'll be back. But I'm going to be bringing you your weekly videos. I just don't want to be traveling with a studio. So I'm going to try to do all your videos back to back. But while I'm gone for 3 weeks in Europe, I will be doing short videos. So I'll be issuing for you Aries just like some quick 1 minute, 2 minute video clips. Do follow me on Instagram so you could see the highlights of my summer vacation. But speaking of which, I'm still gonna be going to and visiting these spiritual places. So I'll be updating something on that as well, plus some YouTube video shorts if I possibly can while I'm away. But in the meantime, I'm doing all these videos back to back. So let's go into the second week of August. And the reason I wanted to do it back to back from last week's video is because I'm traveling on that day that I usually would be posting your stuff. So tell me about the second week of August. What's going on here for Aries, please? So strangely enough, I'm going to see for the next 3-4 weeks what's going to be happening to you guys. And it's going to be like week to week I'll be seeing it. Even though these will be posting every Saturday. All right, so second week of August, I have the Queen of Swords in reverse and the Page of Swords in reverse. And the Eight of Pentacles back here. Some of you guys are trying to focus on your jobs, your career, and your money because you don't want to pay any attention to your personal lives, your social lives, your romantic lives. It's like you were saying to yourself, hear no evil, see no evil. And because things aren't kind of working out for you the way you were hoping they would, some of you, your tempers are very, very short. Okay, because I ain't gonna lie, I ain't gonna front. Queen of Swords is not thinking clearly. Queen of Swords in reverse is kind of a bitch. Some of you could be dealing with a bitch who's a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius female who's quite nasty. If you're not, and this is you, this is your energy, you're very are much not having it. You're like, what? What'd you say? Don't talk to me. You're like ready to shank somebody. You're trying to not, there's something here that you just don't want to be bothered learning or hearing. You just don't. You're like, hear no evil, see no evil, leave me alone. And so you're focusing on your own personal craft, your job, your work. You're just honing in on your skill set. Some of you might be carrying on in a casual manner with something, like an affair or whatever. You're trying to do your own thing, but you're not also thinking clearly about something. We'll see what that is in a minute. What's coming towards my Aries second week of August, please? A lot of you guys are thinking about, marriage, commitment, legacy, future, and bringing something of this nature into the world. What's a legacy? It can be as something as simple as you going to college to get a diploma, and that is what you're birthing into this world. That is your legacy, your career, your whatever. Now, in the other way that we see this always is having a child in a marriage or a commitment. This is a courtship to get married because you are looked at as being the be all and end all. And you perceive yourself as that also. So some of you could be like cutthroat here. You're like, listen, listen here, my friend. We do this or we don't, and goodbye. And you're like, Jesus Christ. Aries being a little short there. It's a little snappy. I kind of like it. And they're like this like happy little kid inside, but on the outside they're like, oh my God. But still, I mean, look at how they're looking at you. Look how they're looking at you. Happy memories from the past. It's like you had enough. Aries. And you're like, listen here, my friend. And I don't know, it works for you, I guess. Let's continue. What does an Aries see coming? Maybe I'm speaking too quickly. What does an Aries see coming? Yeah, I think you just don't care anymore. I think you're like at your wit's end at some point. right? Because here you are thinking about your financial independence, and also standing alone in your own power. Single for some of you. Oh man, yes, you are thinking about yourself. So that's what this is. This is you. I'm gonna say it. Please don't be upset with me. But this is sometimes like I don't want to say selfish, but you're. It's not exactly selfish. It's just like you don't care anymore what people think, what people are gonna say. So you just cut them right off. You're like, I'm done. I'm done with all the bullshit. I'm done with everyone and their crap, and I don't want to hear it. And everyone's like, wow, that's like kind of sexy. And here you are. You don't see it like what's happening to you. These are two nines. Nines are about self. Your wish fulfillment and being alone in your own shoes by yourself, being happy, and being selfish for once about your own shit and finding your own independence in the process while you're looking for wish fulfillment. You kind of don't care. You're carrying on casually. You could be having an affair, you could just be having fun. You're not committing to things, and you're like, I committed my ass off to everyone and their mother my whole life. Who the hell committed to me? No one. So I don't care anymore. So now I'm going for my wish fulfillment. What's the advice here? What do you mean, spirit lovers, in the advice? You have to make a choice. Lovers is a profound connection. It is a profound bond, but something in your environments makes you not get together, makes you not turn into a couple, makes you not turn into a partnership, makes you lovers. Because they're not your boyfriend, they're not your girlfriend, they're not even your husband or your wife. They are your lover. And a lover is a choice for the both of you. You were always meant to meet because Archangel made it so. And now you have to decide if your love can overcome all. You have to decide. Judgment and lovers, two major arcanas. These things are happening to you for a reason, Aries. Ten of Wands. Yes, it's a burden. Yes, it's an ordeal. Who thinks that not being in a love ship isn't another job? It is. It's a big job. Look how much we bust our ass when we go to work. Why don't people do this with their kids or their loved ones? They just expect the others to just chip in 80%, and then there's the other person with their 20%. Losers. No, just kidding. But you know what I'm saying? You're just tired. Aries, you're just like, I got to make this choice with this commitment that I have. I'm doing something here where I'm not thinking clearly. I'm not trying to learn. I don't want to know nothing. Don't come at me with your shit. I don't really care. You're thinking about your legacy, your future here in a commitment or a marriage, but you're also looking at your own personal wish fulfillment. You needing to make a judgment call with a lover. That is now a major strain. And this lover has come back, or you are going back, or you're being found out. Or they are. Outcome for the week. Four of Pentacles in reverse and the Queen of Cups. You're letting go of something here in regards to love. This is flaky. This isn't committed. This is non-committal. It's going to keep you stuck. Can I have one more with this Queen of Cups here? You're letting something go for love. Oh, yeah. You definitely are. You're letting go of something for love. This piece of hair that's sticking out is annoying me. All right. It was just, okay. I'll get over it. The world. This is your challenge to start a new chapter. But here's what you're doing. Second week of August. You're letting go of something for love. But you're challenged to start this new chapter in your life. Yeah, it's got everything to do with an affair or somebody sneaking back into your world. let us start clarifying and see what you're doing. No, what's going on? Oh my God, sometimes I swear to God, I do these cards and I'm looking at this shit and I'm like, am I being nosy? It's like this drama's unfolding in front of my eyes. I was like, what's gonna happen next? It's like a TV show. Guys, you know this can apply to your careers, your jobs, your family lives. Be discerning adults and place it where it belongs. Piece of hair, go away. Okay. So there's these places that I'm visiting in Greece on some islands, and it's like I'm so excited because they're most of the Greek islands. I don't know if you know this, but a lot of them have the ruins of the Greek gods, and and where their temple were, where they used to, during paganistic times. This is where they used to pray on their altars and do their sacrifices and whatever. So some of the islands I'm going to, one is the Temple of Apollo. The other one is Venus, Aphrodite, the goddess of love. And I forget the other two, but anyway, I'm so excited. I can't wait I can't wait to go to like Apollo's temple and like pull a card for you guys and read it for you. Okay, neither here nor there. Let's go back to you. What is the Page of Swords and the Queen of Swords in reverse? And that I will do on the shorts or the YouTube shorts or my Instagram stories. All right, so this kind of continues on from last week's reading because do you remember we ended with the, sometimes this is why I like doing back-to-backs because I can remember last week's reading clearly now. It ended with the Ace of Swords. It's in the clarifiers along with the High Priestess. See, you're trying to come clean here. You're trying to bring out the truth with this Ace of Swords and start a fresh new beginning with truth and honesty. But there's a lack of communication in the sense that there's radio silence here with somebody. That's why right here you're not thinking clearly or you're not communicating with somebody and you're just not trying to figure out the best game plan forward. So I'm going to be raw with you and real with you, Aries. You're ignoring it. It's like you might have communicated something here with somebody and they ignored you and it's pissing you off and you were like, fuck you too, I don't want to know nothing now. And it's put you, I don't know, not, I don't want to say rage, but you're angry, you're upset. Yeah, you have unfinished business. You're like, I can't finish my business like this, like I can't continue like this. What's the Hierophant and the Empress? I think you look at your marriage or your other commitments in your life. You know what those are. Your family, your kids, your whatever. You're looking at your other legacy and your commitments and whatever thing you have going on here, your marriage, as abundant. I think you kind of look at it in a different light, or you try to. You try to make yourself more excited about it. You try to be more curious, and this has a lot still to do with Venus in retrograde because it's forcing you to love a different way or look at love a different way. And like I said, you and only one other sign are benefiting from this retrograde, not anybody else. So it goes back direct in September. And here you are being curious about your current commitments, your marriage, or your institution to something. And you're looking at it as abundant now. And you're curious about it. You're like, well, wait a minute. While I was sleeping, what were they up to? And this could be a fire sign. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Another Aries like yourself, but definitely a fire sign. You have another fire sign stalking you. You might have paid them no mind. They might come back. Just saying. What is the Nine of Pentacles and the Nine of Cups? All about me, 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 me. Sometimes we gotta be like that. Yeah, you did some shit. You threw spaghetti up against the wall, and now you're waiting for the results. You're waiting to see what sticks. Three of Wands. The Moon. There are some things that are hidden from you, Aries, and you don't know what the future holds. It bothers you a bit. I think you threw out some kind of feelers. Now, these are in the future positions. But you're like, I'm gonna do me, myself, and I, and I'm going to do my wish fulfillment. I'm gonna throw some spaghetti up against the wall. I'm gonna see what happens. I'm gonna see what sticks, what works for me, even though I don't know what the future holds because you have the moon card. Um, it also makes me feel like the universe is trying to say, like, look, don't give up because time and energy fluctuates because you have to wait for the other person's free will to kick in, see what they do, how they're affected by their external environment and the people in their lives so they can make their decisions before it affects you. That's why we say time and energy is fluid. But I see you're burdened and exhausted. You're just like over it. So I think you get to like this breaking point and you're like, fuck it, it's all about me now. Yep, that's it. I don't care. Everybody else does themselves. Why can't I do me too? Yeah, there's this thing where you're just going to be very defensive because you are looking for your overall wish fulfillment. But there is somebody here who you can share into this happiness with. I mean, I see it here. Ten of Cups, you're both happy. And that brings in your balance. But here you are defending yourself. And this is rehashing something that ended. And there you are, burdened and exhausted. Let me see your advice. Judgment and the Lovers. The Queen of Wands, that is you. Or a mistress situation or a mister situation, you being the third party. And the Knight of Cups, you need to formally invite somebody to an emotional conversation. That is your advice. You need to go back home to your element, fire. You need to make a final judgment call here with a lover. You are the third party. If I'm seeing the Queen of Wands and the Lovers in the same combo, you are the lover. You are the third party. You have a lover. You have to make a decision. You need to have an emotional conversation and make that invitation. You meet. You pick up the phone. You go for coffee. You go for drinks. You do something. You make it happen. But those are real actions. Not like the page where like texting, hey buddy, what's up? No, no, no. Smoke signals. Hi, I'm over here. Come here. Let's talk. One of those jams. Yeah, because you need healing. You need to know where you stand. You need to know where you're going. You need to heal. Okay, if I'm going to get fucked here, let's get this over with so I can heal and move on in the next phase of my life. That's where you're at. I said that pretty rough. Sorry, guys, but it's just kind of like what it's saying here. What is this World card? Queen of Cups and Four of Pentacles in reverse. You're going to let go of the past or someone from your past. And you're going to go towards something that you think has potential and growth. Or you're looking at it. You're having fond memories of something with someone that you thought had potential. You can't get stuck here, Aries, because it is a burden. Let me have one more for outcome for the week. King of Cups. You're looking at somebody who can be emotionally available. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, potentially having fond memories of someone from the past. You had the potential to make it grow, but you're letting this go for love, challenge to start a new chapter. And this is who it is. Someone from your past that you had an emotional connection to that had potential. You don't know if it was going to grow or die. And you want to make sure that you've exhausted everything with this individual. But if this individual is not giving you what you need. Guys, I'm going to pull a brutally honest card. I don't know if you just need to be like, I don't want to hear this. It's going to be brutally honest. You might not want to hear this part, but I'm going to pull them anyway. What does Aries need to know about their situation? Over here. It's a fun card, but you might not like it. But then we'll do the romance parts. And then the advice card. What do they need to know here in this situation for Aries, please? Thank you. Stop texting. Stop stalking. Stop checking on that person. Just fucking stop. Spend your time on someone worth it. Don't waste it on ridiculousness. And the unicorn has spoken. Stop texting, stop stalking, stop checking on that person. Just fucking stop. Okay? Spend it on time on someone worth it. Don't waste your time. And that's what that looks like. Looking at something that truly is abundant. All right? And somebody who doesn't deserve your time. Maybe it's something else. Like this potential, if it never manifested, or if this person can't make it manifest, or this person isn't fighting for you, I don't know what else to say. Let's continue. Let's not forget, Aries, this is a big spiritual year. It's about massive growth. And things are now going to start speeding up. From September on through the rest of the year, you're going to be evolving so quickly. And things are going to be coming in and coming out so quickly in your life. But this is like it's like running a systems check on you. If you were a computer and we were booting your ass up, it's a systems check on you. You're like, okay, Aries, check, got this lesson. Okay, Aries, check, knows this now. Aries can do that. And like things are going to start moving very quickly. People are going to come in and out. And you're going to know clearly what you need to say and what you need to do. You're almost there. You're in a honeymoon stage with somebody here, and maybe the honeymoon stage is over. Now it's shit or get off the pot time. I don't know if some of you are actually on your honeymoon. But romantic feelings. But yeah, some of you are going through a honeymoon phase. And usually that's the lover. And when the honeymoon is over, what are we doing? You have romantic feelings. We're going to deep dive in the extended on this, and we're going to see what that's all about. Let's get one last card of advice. Aries, please. Loyalty. You have some loyalty that you deserve, my friends. You have chosen the symbol of loyalty, and this means you are being called to stand up for who or what you believe in. Do you know the story of the beautiful girl who saw the good in another and remained steadfast in her love against all odds? Loyalty is tested at times, and you might be asked to assess whether others deserve your loyalty. Sometimes you find yourself in a position where it's difficult to speak up for another person, a cause, or even for yourself. Now is the time to be faithful to your better qualities and to leave the rest behind. This is a true test of character. I know you're going to choose rightly. Stand up for who you are and what you believe, and be loyal only to what is true and what is good. Loyalty. All right, my beautiful friends. I will see you next week. Everyone else, I will see you at the extended. The link is down below. Much love. I'll see you next week.